You'd be a great PE teacher. Like you, I like wear the short shorts.
Run laps.
Intent. Give me intent.
What did I say?
Yeah. Here we go. Roots now up front. Initiates in that first outside zone. Good placement by him on that inside clip. Now into that outside zone 3. Look at the gap. Gapplebee's 5,000. Yo, whoa, buddy.
Yikes.
You talked about the dominance, but now out front gets thrown offline.
Yeah.
This is a case of making our way through our seating brackets. Carson off in the distance. Leonard, let's see what kind of straight line approach. Carson initiates outside zone 1, taps that inside clip. And now to outside zone 2. And now 3, good transition and good angle. Leonard straightens up quite a bit in that chase. He goes off quite a bit now. Carson, little hesitation on outside zone 4. But I'll tell you what, I think Carson not 100% perfect in the show. So here we go. Moving on to Magmumi and Havoc as we are moving on into that nonstop tuning S13, past an inside clip, barely just touches that inside, and now ripping out into the outside zone 3. Look at that, nonstop, literally into that last one. So now outside zone 4, nails it. In the rear view, coming through the start chicane. Around that bubble, drops into formation. Dustin Miles a little slower to launch, but giving him some room. And now coming out of that smoke is Dustin Miles. Look at him just surging forward. Takes a little angle out of it to get that proximity. Casey Cole. Fluid into that outside zone 4. Digs deeper. Just progressively, you saw him get deeper in the outside zone. Let's get the overhead view there. Dempster on the other side. Waiting to see who's going to go against. Spotter keeping an eye on the prize. Goes across, swings it in. Past that inside clip. Whoa, buddy.
Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah, man, he really overcooked it. That was some dry beef jerky. He overshot that one quite a bit. Now coming on into that last outside zone. Some dust being thrown. That back right, back left, almost. Dude, Adam Heischman on the start line. Vernon, Brian Eggert, and Reese Marin judging from the tower, their ivory tower. And here we go. Hear them revving up, and no cones were hit. We got a clean start. Who's going to come out on top here in our seating brackets? Big swing thing into that first inside clip. And now ripping out outside zone 2. Did he get out there?
No.
Or did he just, he looked like he just cut it short, didn't he? He gripped up. Now diving on the inside, Heischman. So these guys are absolutely all over the place. Cotty.
But he could also surprise us, so here we go.
Okay, Bystrack goes into that first outside zone. Jerry drops into formation. Into this outside zone 3. There goes Bystrack. And this is what I was talking about. So here's Bystrack. It comes at him a little bit. Jerry's still applying the pressure, transitioning. Jerry tries to time it. Good proximity. Oh, Bystrack.
Keep it together.
By comparison, like I said, Bystrack. Yokohama, the Advan wheels, the split spoke,
yeah.
I never loved those, and now it's like they're cool because it depicts a certain time. It's kind of like this up arrow wheel. Here we go. All right, so Jack Davis, regardless, he needs to show up and look good. And up and era right now is he's on a glow up here with this lead run. Jack Davis brings it on in, a little left foot brake. You see the front wheel stop, but Buchanan tucks in nicely. Now transitioning that last outside zone 4. A lot more comfortable for both the drivers. I'll tell you what,
yeah.
Josh Groban, dude. We'll clean it up, and we'll continue with the action. Most recently, that one more time battle being voted on. Again, not majority. There were 2 that said one more time. And Kaufman and Stewart will run again. And looks like there's our top 10 standings. So Nate Chen, this is real time. So Nate Chen does assume the lead. Dmitry Brutsky has yet to run. With every win in this top 32 bracket in our competition is 10-point allotted. So Nate Chen, again, if Brutsky is out, he will be our champion. Let's talk about that. As our Fitment Industries BMW, Colette Davis, attempting to be a Formula Drift Prospect Rookie of the Year into that third outside zone. Ruth,
hello,
whoa, buddy, springs out of action, not into action, that last outside zone. And Colette Davis continues on, places that BMW absolutely flawlessly through that last outside zone. Ruth spun out in the chase. And it is over. Ryan Kaufman, Josh Stewart, here we go. Kaufman out front. FC RX-7, the taxi garage. These are a lot larger than those crazy carts that they modify. But the FC RX-7 comes into that zone. And, oh, buddy, you can see Josh Stewart. And again, retired lieutenant commander. The commander demands some attention. Yeah. But Kaufman, give him the respect where respect is due, but he's got to run his own game. And in the whole variable here. But again, it's a must-win for Nate Chen. And standing his way, Mrs. Amanda Sorensen. Again, a history maker herself going in. Nate Chen. Amanda Sorensen diving in a little premature there. Now going to that second outside zone is Nate Chen, that NCR 86. Now it's that big, long outside zone 3, maybe a little bit gun-shy. Amanda Sorensen, a big hit, getting that dirt earlier. And Amanda Sorensen straightens out through the course. Nate Chen gets involved with the dirt. That's 3. Nate Chen overcooks it. Needs to continue on. She's 13 points behind that of Jerry Johnson. So in order to, again, get a stab here, she would need a win. All right, so there goes Colette Davis in with that BMW. Nice job ripping out of 2. More of a straight line approach. We need to get that angle going. Outside zone 3. Comes up a bit short there, but Trevor Root, he needs to join the conversation here. Oh, there he goes. There goes Root. And Colette Davis. Look at Root.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Whoa, buddy. Why not?
We know she does rallycross, but let's keep it on the asphalt.
Like, what? How? You know, just so how much does that play a role in their psyche of, all the drivers? But Casey Cole, great chase run, but now he's out front. So Heischman is going to try to give that same pressure back to Casey Cole. Now coming out of that second, there it is. Heischman, hello, buddy. Contact. Cole stays in it. Yes, sir. Banging doors and stays in it. That M-Spec S chassis. Heischman came in guns a-blazing, but Cole, what a G.
Tip of the hat. Oh, wow.
Prospect and pro. Brutsky will lead. Zielinski giving chase. It's a must-win for Dmitry Brutsky to have a shot at the 2025 Prospect Championship and the first ever 3-time Prospect champion. All right, Zielinski very close to Brutsky. Now coming into that third outside zone. Look at that BMW. The momentum zone is on fire. Zielinski. Look at Brutsky. He dives in the inside. Very uncharacteristic. He does go back outside zone. Zielinski kind of running his own game, but Brutsky now brings it across. Just back and forth. Yeah. Want to get that overhead view. You front.
Buchanan giving chase.
All right, here we go. Back to this battle. Jerry Johnson and Cody Buchanan. Here comes Johnson into this, and here we go. Johnson transitions in, and Buchanan serves an attack. Johnson, he wavers once again. And Johnson out of outside zone 3. And Buchanan, with Johnson making that major mistake and also not the clean. And here we go back to the action. Trevor Root and Stewart. Root out front. Stewart in the chase position. Trevor Root outside zone 3. Here comes Stewart. Root on the course's edge. Stewart dives in on the inside, and dirt was touched. And Stewart gets loose. Stewart gets way loose. It's a must-win for Talaska. Buchanan out front. Talaska chase him down. Cody Buchanan, SRD, Nissan Z, into that first outside zone. Now into the second. Gets into that red and white rumble strip. Here comes Talaska in the BMW.
Contact.
Again, they had contact in Atlanta, and now they got contact here in Salt Lake City. The final round of the Link Engine Management Prospect Championship. And look at Talaska. Again, good friends. They know what to expect. They are trying to throw down and put on a show, but they don't want to. Field shaking things up. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Cody Buchanan, Colin Zielinski. The finals are here. Let's send it for one more time in the Link Engine Management Pro Spec Championship. Buchanan, our champion, comes out swinging across the nose of Zielinski's Fitment Industries S chassis. Buchanan in that nice, tight, look at that, put a bow on it, baby. Into that outside zone 3 goes Buchanan. Zielinski, the sun is setting, but it is rising. This young man, Cody Buchanan, he's doing his thing, as he says, last outside zone 4. And there goes Buchanan. Zielinski chasing him down. Yes, sir. What a run there from Buchanan out front. Officially, your champion will he be the winner overall here in Utah. Making it a perfect event for him, the championship and the win. Zielinski initiates, so does Buchanan into that outside zone. Past an inside clip, Zielinski just barely outside of that second outside zone and now dropping into the third. Look at Buchanan, just about a GT radial between them. Now this final outside zone, Zielinski goes in, and Zielinski touches dirt, and they cross the finish line.
Woo. We got it. We got him finals there. That's awesome, dude. You're all right.
All right, here's your podium. Your podium for round 4, the final round of the Link Engine Management Pro Spec Championship. Finishing 3rd place. And in the hunt for that championship, it came down to that previous battle. He finishes back on the box. Make some noise for number 116, 3rd place, Yellow Speed Racing BMW, Corey Talaska. And now, your winner of round 4 of the Link Engine Management Pro Spec Championship here in Utah. We'll see who we see advancing on into Pro, who's sticking around Pro Spec next year. But your winner here, unanimously, is Cody Buchanan. Gets the win. Buchanan gets the win here in Utah, and that means Colin Zielinski gets 2nd place. Congratulations to Colin Zielinski and the Fitment Industries S chassis. Colin gets 2nd, Talaska in 3rd.
Congrats. Good job.
There it is. Hugs all around. Zielinski in 2nd, Talaska in 3rd. What a round of competition. There is Mama Buchanan. Lorette Nickel, down to you. He did the thing and he did the other thing while doing the thing. Holy cow. All the things. Down to you, Lorette.
All the things, all the celebration.
Cars and helping a lot of drivers.
Yeah, a lot of the cars on the grid right now are running fuel, and yeah, he's supporting the sport wherever he's able to.
All right, here we go. Let's see if Odie can support himself here into the initiation and dial it in. Well done. That front left, just tapping that inside clip. Kind of a straight line approach into outside zone 3, but then turns on the smoke machine. And look at that thing just bellowing smoke. Man, in that last outside zone. Flirting with, ooh, he dipped quite a bit there. That thing just barely slipped off the edge of the, but you'll eventually get them, especially if you time it right, going into that lead, into that inside clip, and then time it going into 3rd. You know, but if you stay on it and you're consistent, it's gonna fare well. So we'll see if that works out for him right now, because here comes Jonathan Hurst, high horsepower Cadillac. Again, you can see the minimal corrections here from Jonathan Hurst, but look there. This is my proof positive, right? Oh, whoa. And then there he goes getting aggressive. But again, the attitude of the cars. Look at, here goes Jonathan Hurst. Ken Gucci looks like he's got a little droopy eye there. Now brings it on in. It's that last outside zone. So this is absolutely to my point. Jonathan Hurst, a little shim.
Super here, Mark 4 versus Mark 5.
Mark Ferv. It's a Mark Ferv. It's a Mark Ferv. Here we go. It's Red Dan. All right, Rad Dan Burkett and Seaman Olsen here coming down. Again, the Mark 4 Supra and the Mark 5 coming on down. And coming into that inside clip, Rad Dan now transitioning into outside zone 3. Simon Olsen having to make some corrections, keeping his proper distance. Rad Dan now coming in outside zone 4. Both of them dialed it in. good fluid line. Nothing, you know, compared to what you could just be a fan of baseball, and you're like, dude, 51-51 club, like, come on, dude. Game, respect, game. So, speaking of game, let's talk about it right now. Odie Bakshi, Simon Olsen, Odie out front. Field suspension S15, and Simon Olsen, once teammates, now going against each other as they did before, even in identical cars. Now coming into that third outside zone, Simon tries to twist the screws. He has to back down. Odie Bakshi's tempering the flame, dialing it in, outside zone 3, coming into 4. And there goes Odie Bakshi's. Hammering through outside zone 4, Odie out front. So, you know, and just as he's progressed as a driver and as a human, absolutely love him. Again, he's trying to repeat once again. Here we go, Ken Gucci in the outside zone 1. Looks like he places it properly. He's got the clean air. That allows Dylan Hughes. So again, maybe a bit of horsepower difference here, and Dylan Hughes, good proximity. Let's mimic that angle a little bit more, but good placement now coming to outside zone 4. This is where it gets a little hairy, and we saw how much this outside zone 4 plays a role, and there it is. All right.
We'll see how this plays out.
James Dean is the car 100%. We know what the driver is capable of. Past an inside clip, Andy Haley could play spoiler here, but James Dean wants to continue his success into the outside zone 3. Look at the placement of the car. Andy Haley, no pushover at all. The Drift Wizard using his sorcery. But James Dean, the car looks 100 right now. Well done by James Dean. And look at Andy Haley. I think with Andy, and this is a must-win for Frederick Osbo. 50 points or higher after Salt Lake City to have a chance at a 5th title. At a 4th title, excuse me. And there we go, Frederick Osbo into that second inside clip, or outside, excuse me, into outside zone 3. Look at Novak right there next to the 3-time champ. Novak not giving him any room. What a chase job by Novak in this last outside zone. Make some noise for Osbo and Novak. What a solid lead run, but I'll tell you what, Novak was not giving him an inch even past the finish line.
Man, that's crazy.
Establishing dominance. Go out there, and I think it helps educate for that, you know, that 1% that really wants to know all the finite nuances. Just, we see that in any sport, if it's stick and ball or motorsports or shoot, pickleball, cornhole, what are the details, right? The devil's where they live. Here we go, Jack Shanahan out front, and away they go, Coop, as Shanahan and Field tip to tail, initiate into the outside zone. Big, massive angle towards that golf cart. As now going into that outside zone 3. And Matt Field, you can see him come on in. And big execution. Look at Jack. All the way out to the course edge. Not lifting at all. Matt Field on the inside. And Jack gets involved with the dirt. Absolutely. But Rome Charpentier getting more and more just acclimated with that car, and we know what he's capable of behind the wheel. Masayama initiates. Wow, what a flick into that first outside zone, right on that inside clip, past the second outside zone. Masayama just found another gear, man, just going for it. Outside zone 3, RCP being left back there. Look at Masayama. I mean, it looks like he is a slot car, the way he's driving that thing. He does get involved in the dirt, but I mean, that's Connor Shanahan talking about his aggressive driving, and Dylan would love to reciprocate that gift.
Right? And he will. Dylan can be very aggressive. He can be very aggressive.
He will.
He will.
You said that definitively. Yeah. Like, oh, there's no doubt the dozer's going to be banging into him. Come on, Dylan. Deliver. Jacob said it. Now do it. Dance. Here we go. It's slam dance. Going to outside zone 3. Attaboy, Jacob. Look at that. That's not the announcer's curse. That's the announcer's gift. Oh, but look at this. Oh, the transition. He was there too much. Oh, buddy. Let's roll that back. Roll the tape, kids.
Yeah, this is
even Chelsea over here is a little gwinching at Crandon. They're watching emphatically. So the scenario is, if James Dean wins, Frederick Osbo mathematically is out of a 2025 Formula Drift Championship. Novak will lead, James Dean giving chase. Again, the 4-time and defending champion, James Dean chasing down the BMW of Novak into that second outside zone. Lets him on by, and James Dean comes a little unwound. Where is James? Into that third outside zone he goes. And now into that final outside zone goes Nick Novak and James Dean. Wow. Jeff Bon Jonesy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's with that hat and the glasses.
I mean, it is his life.
Slippery when wet.
Yep.
It's now or never. You know, it's slippery when wet. It's on a steel horse he rides.
Yep.
He's wanted dead or alive.
You know way more songs than I do.
Whatever. We're halfway there. We're living on a prayer, you know what I'm saying? Jeff Jones, Adam LZ. Jeff Jones comes out of the chicane, avoids the bubble, but Adam LZ, he's all up in his business. And now past that second outside zone, Adam LZ navigates it. He cuts out of the smoke. Straight line approach. Jeff Jones throws more angle on it. Outside zone 3. And now transition outside zone 4. It goes Jones, LZ. You can see him inching closer and closer. Jones in the dirt. The Evil Auto Works. See? That's where he goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Jeff. So now, I mean, he's going to know that. He already knows it. And there's no spotter needed to tell you what happened there. But let's see what he does now.
All right, Odi Bakshis, Hiroya Manoa. Odi out front. Let's see what he's got for Hiroya into that first outside zone. Both of them on it. The car's very settled. Look at, I mean, they're just like vacuums to that track. Just sucked up into the outside zone 3 using all the course. Let's see how Hiroya manages. See how he gave some distance, and that allowed him to tuck in. Odi, and then Hiroya jumps forward. He grabs some grip, shoots up. Hiroya works his way in. That awareness of Hiroya, you saw him dive in. He did shoot up, but then he brought it back. Here in Matt Field's cars fire up, but Beecham on the start line. Reeder chasing him down. Beecham had great success here. He's got to be confident. But Dylan the Dozer Hughes took that hit. Like you said, he gave it to Shanahan. Is he going to do it again? The Royal Purple BMW. Beecham goes in, and if he was just close and didn't, wow! Beecham, yes sir. Like I said, very comfortable here in Utah. Dylan the Dozer Hughes, he does get close, tucks it nicely. And you know what? A larger chasm between him and the rest of the field as they continue winning. Talking about LZ, Field. And again, it's not so much a must win, it's more about a must lose for the other guys in order for James Dean to be another champion. But right now, it's all Forsberg out front and James Dean in tow. That third outside zone, there goes Forsberg. James Dean takes some angle out of it to gain that proximity, gets into formation outside zone 3, and there it is in the outside zone 4. Forsberg, great placement by him. Look at Forsberg painting that line in that NOS energy drink, all new, see? You see him throw a deuce?
Yeah.
Chris threw his fingers out the window. That was sick.
I changed it.
To S13 to now, again, his assortment of vehicles and his driving, you know, basically, again, transparency. So hats off to Adam LZ. Here comes Hiroya Manoa. Hero, here goes my hero. Into that inside clip. Into that second outside zone. So almost hit for tap, but Adam LZ, he seems to work it out a little bit better than Hiroya. Now watch Manoa back off. Oh, there you go, Adam LZ. Well done, good execution. And that's why he's still in the hunt for the championship.
James, so that's the way it's gotta go.
Matt Field will lead, Dylan Hughes giving chase. Who's going to the finals? Matt Field, really good placement of that Borla Performance Corvette, now into outside zone 3. Dylan taking that straighter line, he gains proximity, little bump there. Matt Field stays in it. Nice job, very clean by Matt Field. Even with that bump, he stayed in it. And Dylan, look at, whoa. Oh, that rumble strip clapped back for sure.
Getting spicy.
And it's gonna be a party in Long Beach as well to see who comes out second and third in the overall championship. Matt Field, the Beast of the Bay, Borla Performance, Corvette, bang, slides it into the outside zone 1, pass perfectly outside, or excuse me, inside clip 1, the one and done. There goes Dylan Dozer once again. Oh, wow. This is a new one as well. We have a BMW on Corvette mounting him. Okay. Well,
oh my.
Let's make sure Matt's okay. And talk about a new one. Matt Field, thumbs up. Dylan Hughes, he mounts the Corvette.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Holy cow. I mean, you know, you could use expletive words like, I know Dylan was really trying to him, but not literally with car-on-car action.
Big hug from these competitors. That is epic. That is absolutely epic. And you know what? At this point, I'm not shocked by any of this anymore. This is insane.
I mean, he is literally belly laughing.
What else do you do?
Let's get the in-car on that ASAP. Wow. Those fresh tires gripped up. That's the only way possible, but the fate is in James Dean's hand. Adam LZ in that chase position. You saw him. We'll review it. We'll look at the tail of the tape. But right now, all eyes are on James the Machine Dean. Will he be your 2025 Formula Drift Pro Champion? Adam LZ would love to take him down. Across the nose of that Ford Mustang goes the Drift HQ BMW. Into that inside clip, James Dean, a little tighter line. Now to outside zone 3 goes Adam. Big angle from Adam LZ. Hanging it all the way out there goes Adam. James Dean drops into formation. Watch the transition. One last outside zone for glory for James the Machine Dean. Does he get it done? We got wheels off. We got tires off. We have dirt action. Is that going to be a dusting? Done and dusted for James the Machine Dean. Did Adam LZ push too hard? Did James push LZ off track? Let's run it. It's a clean slate for everybody. Nobody knows the track. Nobody has settings. Nobody has, previous data, all of that. So here we go. Let's send it for the final time here in Utah. Matt Field, James Dean, let's send it. The Borla Performance Corvette into that first outside zone. Look at, you can see all the suspension working. Now into that third outside zone goes Matt Field, James Dean. Keeps it off the door or lack of. Now going to this last outside zone goes Field and Dean. And look at that, yes, sir, crossing the finish line. Oh boy.
Not again.
That's not DB'd.
They're pretty quick at changing tires. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. But yeah, I mean, what a...
And also, the only champion wrapping it up. With still 1 round left. Celebratory for the championship. Make some noise for your 5-time and 2025 Formula Drift champion, James the Machine Dean. As they step outside of their vehicles, we will announce the podium finishers. And join us at the podium for the trophy ceremony. Coming in third place here at round 7 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Still in the hunt for second overall in the 2025 championship. Third place goes to the Drift HQ BMW driver, Adam LZ. What a crazy event. And now your winner at round 7 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. We will see you for the finals, but a champion has been crowned, so it's going to be a party in Long Beach. Now the fight continues for second and third overall, and your winner here at round 7 in Utah, again, October 17th and 18th, round 8 in Long Beach. Your winner at Burt Brothers Motor Park, round 7 FD Championship is unanimously James the Machine Dean is your winner and champion, 5-time champion, and second place is Matt Field, the Beast from the Bay. Congratulations to James Dean, Matt Field, and Adam LZ. You're 1, 2, and 3. Lorette is down there now with the hard-pressing questions and the celebration.
Well, Jared, thank you so very much for that. James Dean, we're just dancing around here at this point. Come here. Amazing. And Mr. Field here congratulating James Dean. What an absolute barn burner of a weekend. Clinched the championship. Told me you weren't expecting it. Emotions
Yeah.
all over the place, dedicating the win to Alan Lane. Can you talk to us about how hard and how difficult the focus was to take this win?
You know, I tried to just look at it as just another competition, just one battle at a time, one lap at a time, but I really genuinely had Alan in my mind with every single battle I did today. I have like a lucky Irish charm in the car, and I was spinning it before every battle and looking up thinking, like, if we do it today, it's for you. And it was always going to be for him anyway, if we managed to achieve this insane dream. Like, it doesn't make sense to me right now. I'm like so happy, but obviously I wasn't expecting it because I would have had my family here and, you know, friends. But still, it's just a dream. It's a dream come true. I dedicated my entire life to this sport, and I'm very, very lucky to be driving with such an amazing team. RTR, driving a brand new Ford Mustang. Like, young me would have never believed that I was capable of this. So for anyone watching, that you have dreams, just chase them, because if you're passionate enough and you work hard enough, anything is possible. So thank you to all the fans that support me, my family, my friends, my partners. My car is rolling away. But yeah, this is amazing, and can't wait for Long Beach. We're going to enjoy it.
Amazing. Incredible, James. So happy for you. And I feel like your love for the sport has been the most important rather than your legacy.
Yeah, I'm still a fan of drifting, you know, like if we get, like, for example, last round in Drift Masters, it didn't go to plan, and I got to sit back from the sidelines and watch the whole event, and I was watching it, like, getting pumped, just watching amazing battles, and I just love seeing the sport, getting to do levels, like more people following it, you know, bigger opportunities for drivers and teams, and I just hope that we can keep on pushing the sport and bring it to higher levels than we ever imagined.
His love, his dedication, his passion for the sport is unmatched. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for not only your winner, but your 2025 Formula Drift champion, James Dean.